the foods we liked from the list of foods from the containers and putting them into a plan of when we would eat what, and understanding water and when to eat. So yesterday was a full day, and now we're kind of taking it that next step. So I'm going to quickly screen share here, my whole screen, so we can see everything. Let's see. All right. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Alrighty then. Okay, so you can see in the handbook that I actually then went in and wrote down exactly what I was going to eat for each thing. And you can see that there's different meal options for each one. And the reason being is that actually goes with the meal plan guidebook that I made. So all the recipes are actually there. So this actually goes with all the recipes in the book. And I did that purposefully so that way you could find them all. So that's what I do. Every day it's usually just one in each one. So I write it on, my calendar's actually typically on a whiteboard that's on my fridge, which I accidentally broke the other day. So I have to get a new one. But what I did is every day, Monday to Friday, I would write in kind of like our main things, what we were each going to have for a snack, what we were each going to have for lunch, afternoon snack, supper, and then an evening snack. I actually put at the bottom what was available in the house for my husband to snack on. So I would do the same thing if I had children. So that way I would know, my husband would know, and my kids would know as they learn to read. What can they have? What are they allowed to just, eat if they feel like it? What's something that they don't need to be asking for because it's not a special treat? And I treat it that way because as someone that is wanting to start a family, someone that has a husband that I'm making food for, I make all of his food because I'm trying to help him become healthier. So I'm kind of in control of all that. I do it purposely because I want it to be something that's lifelong and something that we can really keep up with. And when I think of busy lifestyles and being a new mom and being on the go and running my own business and subbing and having my husband doing things and having kids, life can get really chaotic. So I wanted to make a system that we can establish now and use for the rest of our lives. So for me, that was a really simple way of doing it. It was really visual. It was easy to do. I didn't have to, print anything off or worry about where I put it. It was just there, nice and simple. And it works really, really well for us. So that's what I do. So it doesn't look as chaotic as this. It's very simple. I write down each day what we're having. And then across the bottom for snacks, whatever I've prepped for the week, that's what I write down there. So I sometimes have, in a bowl of cold water, I cut up all of the celery, and I say, okay, like you can have as much celery as you want tonight, or you can, sometimes what I've done in the past as well, if I have like peppers and things, I'll cut them up into snack size Ziploc bags, so that way they know how much they should be eating. But with celery, it stays better if you keep it in water. So I do it that way. So it's typically, what Tyson would eat as a snack is typically what the amount he should be eating, because he only really needed a snack, and we've been really focusing on eating till we're full, not stuffed. So that's really worked okay for us for now. So that's what we've been doing, and I plan on kind of keeping it that way as our family extends in the future. So I just kind of want to come back to this visual so you know kind of where we're at with the 21 Day Fix handbook I've created. So I'm actually going to flip over to Pinterest and show you exactly what I do. There is literally no secret to the way I do this. It is so simple. So you can even see, like, the last thing I wrote down was chocolate Shakeology treats. Like, I literally type these things in. So if I was starting as a new challenger doing the 21 Day Fix for the first time, honestly, I probably would just keep it really simple by saying 21 Day Fix recipe. Oops. Recipes. Nice and simple. Now, I've been putting some of my own on here, and over time, I've made my own. I've tried some of these and adjusted them a bit to meet my taste buds and things like that. But you can easily look at one of these and simply change it. Now, you can see across the top, there's actually some different ways that you can simplify, right? So you can start looking for specific things. So you need an easy meal. Maybe you're looking for a stir fry, a crock pot. All those kinds of things, lunch, snack, they're all up here at the top. So if you can't think about or think of something specifically to search, you can just look at these across the top and you can find so many things like dressings. That's a huge one, huge, because when I first started doing this, I was like the person that was pretty much drinking ranch dressing. And I didn't know how to go from drinking ranch dressing to having no dressing. So I had to find alternatives or ways to be able to do that. So I use things like this and vinegars and things to be able to, you know, slowly work my way to the point I am now. I will eat my salads now with either salsa on them, because salsa counts as a purple container, and I put so little of it that it almost doesn't affect my purple containers for the day. Or I use nothing. That's the point I'm at. Sometimes every now and then I'll have a treat where I'll literally like put a drop of ranch dressing on it, and it's just not worth it. It often makes me feel sick, and I know it's just empty calories and it's just chemicals. So instead, you can actually go into 21 Day Fix dressings, or even type in 21 Day Fix ranch dressings, and there's tons of different ways to make it using like Greek yogurt and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. That's my first real big suggestion. Okay, so this is an easy way to start. So I used to just, you know, when I was waiting in line or waiting for something to happen, or while I was even cooking, I would start kind of scrolling through and just look for something that would catch my eye. And then I would just pin it into my 21 Day Fix or into my healthy meals board on Pinterest. So I always have these things to come back to. So this is typically what I do. I just find something that works for us. This one right here, this Greek chicken pita, unreal. I am telling you, it is so good. My husband loves it. We've made that so many times. I highly recommend it. It's so good. I actually believe I put that one in the meal plan thing that I made. So there's just so many in here to use and that are just at your fingertips. Now, my husband loves egg salad sandwiches. So do I. So literally, this is what I would do. Like when he says I want an egg salad sandwich, this is what I do. Simple, right? That's something he wanted. Real simple. So this is the one here that I typically make, especially for myself, using avocado. So good. It is so good. It's nice and creamy. It still tastes the same. Add your pepper. It is unreal. Highly recommend it, ladies. So that's kind of what I do is I just, if there's something that we are really craving or wanting or something we normally eat, I just type it in. I really do. Another example, you have people coming over. It's your birthday. Honestly, this is what we do. Watch this. Okay, you can type in desserts. So good. This one, so good. I use Pinterest for everything. So literally what you could do is say, okay, like these are the normal meals we have. Write those in and then just go and find them on Pinterest using 21 Day Fix. And the best part, you guys, the best part about this is when you search 21 Day Fix specifically, all of the recipes are going to tell you how many containers that portion's worth. So watch this. 21 Day Fix, let's do chicken stir fry, because that's one of my favorites. Chicken stir fry, and you'll see the recipe will be it'll say it makes like 8 servings or whatever. It tells you how many servings it makes. So like you can probably click on any of these. Let's just click on this top one. Let's go see it. So then click on the picture itself and it will take you to the blog. And it will tell you typically how many servings that recipe makes. So it might make 5 or 4 or whatever. And then it will tell you how many containers one serving actually makes. So just scroll down until you find it. So here it is. So it says right here, 21 Day Fix containers. One serving is 1 red, 1.5 greens, and half a purple. So this right here, that's what it equals, okay? So then they tell you the ingredients, everything, the instructions, and any extra notes. These blogs are amazing, amazing, you guys, okay? So this is something that you want to utilize. It keeps it simple. You don't have to eat boring. You might see my meals. Tyson and I keep things super simple often just because that's just how we kind of like eating. but you can make a meal like this every single day if you want, for lunch and supper. You don't need to eat boring. And when I first started, I'm going to be totally honest, when I was like super excited about it and I was not making double meals like for me and Tyson, it was just me, so I had extra time. I actually took the time to make all these things and I ate better and more than I used to. So it's just, this is super simple. Just go for it. If you have questions, just ask. If you find something that you really loved, just share it with us, okay? Share it with us in the group, and we would love to hear it. We would love to hear what you thought of it, what your family thought of it, all that kind of stuff. Before I go, actually, I'm just going to let you know, this is like what I listen to. So DJ Role Model, love him. He makes awesome workout mixes, and it's a podcast, so you can just, they're all free, and they're like unbelievable. So I actually listen to these when I clean the house, when I work out often. Sometimes, like, once you get used to listening to the instructions from Autumn, I just listen to music sometimes, and it just gets me motivated and pumped up. Sometimes I listen to it just before my workout, just to get me revved up for them, but it definitely helps. So finding your jam is a big tip. So I hope that helps for today. I would love for you to post your recipes for at least Monday to Friday. Like, maybe you could just write down what you're going to be eating each day, or share some of the recipes. Just kind of shows that you're getting started, that you kind of have a grasp on it. And if you're feeling like it's overwhelming, let us know so we can help you. I hope that helps. Bye, guys.